Let me just share the link of the Google Classroom first. Please find it in the chat box. There is a link to join the Google Classroom for this particular cohort. So you can join this classroom and you will see some relevant material regarding the trainings. What all will be covering, all the syllabus and the content has been there. And there is also a deck which contains all the all the different topics that we need to cover in all the 5 days, and then you will be ready for the certification exam. Okay, let me just tell you what exactly are we learning in this. I'm going to share my screen. Is my screen visible? Please let me know. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So this is, sorry, any questions? All right. So if you have any questions, you can type in the chat box also. Fine. So this is Google Certified Educator Level 1 training. The training is organized by CBSE Mahatattva. Mahatattva organization is organizing this training, the 5-day training. Some protocols that we'll need to follow during these 5 days are you can keep your microphone mute unless you have to speak something, and you will be given a chance to ask questions after covering any subtopic. Let me just admit simultaneously. Then, if you have any questions till the facilitator asks you to raise your hand, you can just note them down. All the questions will be addressed once we cover a particular subtopic. And there is also a help desk in the classroom for your queries. So, help desk is simply a Google form. The Google Certified Educator pathway, or the all the examinations that you need to clear in order to achieve Google Certified Trainer certification is: first is Certified Educator Level 1, for which we are getting this training, the 5-day training. Then there is Certified Educator Level 2, right? After you cover these two levels, you will be eligible then to become a Google Certified Trainer, and then coach, and then innovator. Okay, so in level 1, what exactly we need to cover, how to prepare, how to get certified, how to register for the exam, and what next, all these things we'll cover today, right? Now, this is a 5-day training, as we have already discussed. There are certain mock exams which I'll be giving side by side. So, for example, after first and second days of training, there will be a mock exam. Then, after third and fourth day, there will be a mock exam, right? So, this is level 1. Today is day 1. So, we are going to start with the day 1. First of all, we need to understand that why are we talking about Google and what is the use of Google in our classroom? Why are we discussing it? Google has a lot of tools which we are already using in our school. See, a Manav Rachna International School Noida works on a domain which is mris.edu.in, right? In this, the domain has been created on Google. This is a Google domain itself. So we already have built-in tools with us, which we are using in our day-to-day teaching and learning. So when we integrate these tools, when we use them, in a more in a better way, that is just simply technology in our classroom. And we have already seen in the last 2 3 years we are using a lot of technology in our regular classrooms. So there are 4 C's of digital classroom. What are these 4 C's? You might have already discussed or learned about it. There's collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking. These are the 21st century work habits that we should not just use, or we should not just include in our teaching, but it is something which is very important for the students to also learn, right? So that the students can incorporate all these 4 C's in their regular learning life cycle. So we should always think beyond the textbooks. We have to create safe, responsible digital citizens, right? Richa Jaswal ma'am, you have written a question.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, when I'm clicking on the link, it is not opening.
This particular classroom you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am. The link which you have sent, now that link.
Okay, let me just provide that link one more time.
I selected as a teacher, but it is showing as a student, and now it is not opening.
Have others tried it? Joining this classroom? I have posted the link one more time. Please check.
Okay, ma'am. Let me check, ma'am. I'll tell you.
You have to be in that domain. You have to be in Google domain in order to. You have to log in into your account, and then
Now we need to join as student or teacher.
you have to join a student.
Okay.
That's why it is not opening, because I joined as a teacher and now it
Okay.
is showing as a student and now it is not opening.
Now it is not opening. It is not letting you in.
No, ma'am.
Okay, Rashmi ma'am has already joined.
She has joined as a student.
Yes. You all have to join as
As a
students.
student, but I selected as a teacher. I don't know that I need to join as a student.
That's
And now it
okay.
is
Hmm.
stuck. Now it is not opening.
Uh,
Uh,
Rakhi ma'am,
Hmm.
Ma'am, same
for
with me. Even I can't join. It says you can't access this account.
same is coming with me. Have I used to open with my personal Gmail account? Maybe because of the school. Rashmi ma'am, which Gmail account you are using? Your personal or the school one?
Ma'am, personal one.
Yes.
That is maybe that is the reason.
Yes, that is the reason, because I have created this classroom on the personal account, the personal Gmail account. It is not on the official one. So please log in using your personal accounts. Otherwise, again, it's the domain thing is coming.
Log in with personal account.
Yes, ma'am. Please log in with your personal Gmail account and then click on this link. It will let you join as a student. It is out of Manav Rachna domain. This particular link is created out of Manav Rachna domain. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll see if it is something which has to do with the domain. I'll create another classroom. I'll see about it. Okay. All right. Let's proceed. So, as I was telling you about digital classrooms, the next is Google for Education. Google has created a website which is called Google Teacher Center, which I will be posting a link to. It is there in the classroom, but I will put a link to the the Teacher Center, from where you will get all the resources, and also the link for all the certifications that we have discussed. These are some benefits of a digital classroom. It helps prepare students for the globally connected and technology rich world which we are living in right now. Opportunities for digital collaboration. It provides us a lot of ways so that students can interact with other students globally. Students are given a voice and platform through Google Tools, which gives them ownership of their work. Teachers can personalize education and give individual feedback to the students. Technology will support teachers, not replace them. So that is what is the Google mantra. The Google says that as much as technology we integrate in our classrooms, we are going to help students learn in a better way. It is not going to, it is no way going to replace the teachers in the classroom. The first tool that we will be learning is Google Drive. Although all the teachers which are a part of today's workshop must be familiar with Google Drive, but we will learn some advanced features of Drive and how to include it in our regular work. So these are the skill checklist. We will be learning about how to create files, access files, organize our files, organizing the folders. We will learn how to work with Office files and other non-Google files. That means how to use the Microsoft files in Google Drive, how to upload them, convert them, offline access to Drive files, sharing files with specific people, sharing non-Google files, sharing files as a link, creating and managing folders, share a resource folder in the Drive, right? So these are all the things that we'll be learning. In Google Drive, the various applications which can work with the Drive are Docs, Sheets, Slides, Forms, Drawing, Sites, and other Google applications. First of all, let me show you how we can open Google Drive. So this is my personal account. This is my personal account. There are multiple ways how you can open Google Drive. As you can see, there is a waffle on the right hand side of your Gmail account. So either you're using your work account or your personal account, you have to click on the waffle. You will see all the Google applications under the menu which pops in. So if you will scroll down, you will see Google Drive here. If you will go down, you will see more applications which are not a part of your regular, waffle, but they are also there. So you can simply click on your Drive icon. It will open drive.google.com for that particular Gmail account. The other way is you can simply open the Google Chrome and you will write drive.google.com. This will also open the same drive that that particular login has. Okay. So this is my drive, as you can see. On the left hand side, you will see there are various options. There is a first option which says new, right? This is to create a new folder or a new file in your Google Drive, right? You will see my drive, computers, shared with me, recent, start, bin, storage. All these things we'll discuss one by one. First of all, how will you upload a file in Google Drive from your system, from your computer? So once you will click on the new option, you will see that you will have folder, file upload, folder upload, and then you have a lot of other options. So first option is to upload a file. If you want to upload a file from your computer, click on file upload. You will have to select the file that you want to upload. For example, I want to upload this level 1 day 1. It's a PDF. Click and then open. It will show uploading one item and then the file will be visible under your drive. So if you will scroll down, you will find that file. Just show you. I have a lot of personal content in this particular account. So this file will be here. How can I simply search for it? If I will write in this search box, level 1 was the name of that file. So this is level 1 day 1. So it is probably uploading. This is the file which we have just uploaded. So this is a PDF file. This is how you can upload a file. You can also upload a complete folder. So you will have to click on folder upload. You have to select the folder which you want to upload. Maybe if I want to upload this folder, Google folder only, I click on this folder, entire folder, and upload. So it will ask you that it contains 7 files. Do you want to upload all of them? You can click on upload and it will upload it. It might take a little while, the time supported by your network connection. Somebody just, all right. So this is how you can upload a folder. Just a second. Right, so this folder, this Google folder is there now. So this is my Google folder. It contains all the files, right? So these are the two ways that you can upload a file or a folder. You can also create a new file. This is all about uploading. Once you have uploaded a file, you can simply, for example, if I want to delete this particular file, see, if I deselect it, if I click somewhere else, there are certain options which will be gone. There are no options on the right hand side, on the top right corner of your Google Drive. So if I select a particular file, I get these options. There is an option to create a link or get a link of a particular file. I can share that folder or file with a set of people. Then I have a preview. So I can just click on preview and it will open that particular file for viewing. Then I can also remove it. So if I want to delete a file or a folder, there are two ways you can do it. You can select and you can click on this remove. It will remove it. You can also right click on that particular file or folder and then you can remove it. So this is a remove option. It is removed. Once you have removed a file, you can also bring it back. How can you bring it back? You will see on the left hand side, there is a folder called bin. I'll click on this bin. See, it is written items in the bin are deleted forever after 30 days. So till 30 days, you will get those files which you have deleted. You can bring them back. How can you bring them back? Simply right click and restore. So once it is restored, it will go back to my drive. You can also delete it forever. And that means if you want to permanently remove a particular file or folder, you can also click on delete forever. But right now I'm just restoring. Is this part clear? So this is regarding how to upload a file or folder, how to remove it from your drive. You can also organize your files and folders in the drive by simply creating a new folder and putting, for example, I'll just show you. Let me create a new folder. So new folder, and I'm giving it a name demo. Just a second, let me just admit people side by side. So this is a demo folder. Let's create a demo folder. The folder is created. This is a demo folder. If I want to maybe move some things, I want to move this review of Python docx, you can simply drag and drop it on the demo folder. Just a second. Or you can move it also. Drag and drop is not working right now. So for example, if I want to move this review of Python in the demo folder, what I can do is right click on it and then I get the move option. Just a second.
The option of move to is not appearing, no, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. This move to option should be there. Just a second. Let me just open this file. Earlier I have tried it. It shows this move to option. Let me just try it with this one. It is showing for this MCQ day one. Maybe I have removed this file. This is a form, Google form MCQ day one. If I want to move, I right click on it. It is showing me the option to move to. Now I have clicked on move to. It will show me all the in my drive whatever folders are existing. So in my drive, I have just created a folder called demo, and there is a arrow. You can simply click on this and it will show you that this folder is empty, and then you can simply move, or you can also create a new folder under this folder also. So if you click on this option new folder, you can create a new folder under demo, and then in that folder you can move, or directly you can move to demo folder. Okay, this folder, this particular file, MCQ day one, was actually, it is there for already assigned as an assignment in Google Classroom. So that is why it is giving me this error that CBSE Google Certification Level 1 will lose access to this item. So I'm not going to move it. I'll show you some other form. So if I want to move this one, yes. So I right click on it. It is showing me move to option. Maybe this file review of Python has been deleted by me earlier. That is why it is not giving me an option to move. So under my drive, I'm going to click on demo and then I will move it to this folder. Okay. Yeah. So basically this is how you go for it. It is you can try it on. You can try side by side. And that is how. Okay. So this untitled form has now gone to that demo folder. I'll just double click on demo folder. Now it is here, the untitled form. So this is how you can organize your stuff in a drive, because what happens is we keep on sharing a lot of content with each other. And that is how our drive gets a little messy, right? So your drive contains a lot of files and folders and you can organize it in this way, right? After creating folders and then subfolders. If you want to look for a particular file under your drive, how can you look? There is a search option. So once you click on that search I just showed you, you can simply type in the name of your file. If you do not remember the name of the file, you can also type in the content inside that file. So for example, if I want to look for a word, maybe Python, I remember that in that particular file, I have a word called Python. So I typed Python, it will show me all the files which contain that word, right? You can also search for a particular kind of a file. For example, document file, spreadsheet, a presentation, form, folder, PDF, video. So you can, so if I click on video, it will show me all the videos that I have. So these are the videos that are there in my drive. All the video type of files will be there. You can easily upload your video files also in the drive, right? So this is so far what we have covered is how to upload files and folder, how to delete them, how to organize them, and how to search for a particular type of file under Google Drive. Now, if I want to create a particular file in Drive, I can do that by simply selecting the kind of a file which I want to create. So if I want to create Google Doc file, click on Google Doc. It will again give me an option whether I want to create a blank document or the one from a template. So I can select a type of file and then it will create it. So I have created a Google Doc and I selected from templates. So it will show me a lot of templates. So if I'm creating a resume, I can select the kind of a template I like. And this is, it will give me a template. It will give me a file or a doc file on with a required template. I can say simply modify here and then my file will be created. Right. So this is a part of my Google Drive. I can rename my file from here, maybe resume 2. So this is resume 2. Another thing which I wanted to tell you is that Google Drive works well with Microsoft files. So a lot of times we have Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint files, which we can easily upload and then we can work in Google Drive. As soon as we upload a particular file, which is of Microsoft Word kind, it will automatically convert it into a Google Doc file, right? So I'll just go back to my drive. I'll show you if I have. This is a Word file. I think I have a lot of Word files. So, okay. So let me just upload a new one. Maybe this is a Word file. So I'm uploading it, CSV file. As you can see, this has a W icon. That means it's a Microsoft file. So let me just look for it, CSV MCQ. Now this is the file. As you can see, this is a Word file. You can simply double click on it and you will see that it will automatically open it with Google Doc, because that's the only software that it knows. Now this is a CSV MCQ.docx file. So it's a Microsoft Word file with that particular extension only. You can do the modifications and then it will stay as a docx file. So Google works well with all the Microsoft formats, which you are probably used it in day-to-day life. but this is what I wanted to show you. It works well with all the Microsoft files. It doesn't show any kind of a error. So this is my drive is all the things that are there in your drive. Computers basically show you all the things that you have synced with your drive. So in all the folders on the computer on your hard disk, which you have synced with your drive. Right now, I do not have any synced file. Shared with me shows all the files and folders which were sent to me by somebody else, who somebody else has shared with me. So that comes under shared with me. The recent folder shows all the files that I have recently opened. Starred is if you want to look for a particular file, if you want to make a particular file starred, what you can do is you can simply select a file and then you can make it starred. You can right click on it and add to starred. So this CSV FCQ I have made starred. Now if you will go to the starred folder. So these are the files which I want to maybe find out quickly, right? So the starred folder contains, and bin I have already showed. So bin is something which contains the deleted files, right? So this is all about drive. There's one more thing which is sharing. So let me show you how you can share a particular file. Maybe let me just create a doc file which I want to share with everybody. So I'm creating a blank document, right? This is a blank document file which I want to share with everybody. So there are multiple ways I can share it from this blue button, right? I can click on file and then I will get a share option here also. I can also click over here. So let me just share it with the people. So I'm just going to copy the link and then I can share it. I can type in the name, for example, let me just type, if I want to share it with Ashtami ma'am, so ashtami.mris@mris.edu.in. Now this file is shared with that person, right? Because I'm using my personal account, I'll show you. If you will share with in a domain, in a work domain, then how will it appear? So this is my drive. Let me just look for a particular file that I could save, share, sorry. So I'm going to create a new Google Doc, and this one I want to share. So who all are there in the meeting? Let me just see. So Ashtami ma'am, Charanjit ma'am, Kusum ma'am, Rashmi ma'am, Mahima ma'am, Sonia ma'am, and Swati ma'am. So if I want to share with all of you, what I can do is I will simply, this is the one that we have in our mris.edu.in domain. So let me just type maybe Charanjit ma'am. So I will get the emails right away. So I can simply type in the email address of the people with whom I want to share it. Now, this is important when we are sharing, what kind of a privilege, what kind of rights do we want to give to the shared person? Whether we want to make them a viewer, a commenter, or an editor. So if you want to collaborate with all these people for that particular document file, you have to make them editor. So they can easily edit. If you just want them to get the viewer rights so that they cannot edit, they cannot comment, then you click on viewer. If you want them to comment but do not edit on a particular content, matlab, if there is a particular sentence or a particular paragraph you want them to comment on it, they can write a comment, but they cannot modify it. It is for reviewers maybe. So then you have to select the commenter right? So I want to make everybody an editor, and I want to also notify them once I share this file. So notify means the email will be going to all these people, right? And then I can So if anybody else wants the email, you can tell me and I will type it. And what you can do is, after sharing this file, everybody can type into it simultaneously and see how does it look like when everybody is typing. So is that these three people only? Let me just share it. So I'm sending. You will also get an email. So this is a shared demo file. So if I'm typing on it, for example, let's type our names. You can all open this file. And you can type into it.
Have you sent it to everyone, ma'am? We haven't received it.
No, ma'am, I haven't sent it to everybody.
Actually, do we need to notify it? If we don't select notify, it won't be received as email, but only it will be shared with the person.
Yes. So if you do not put a check mark in the notify people checkbox, still the file will be shared, but they will not get an email notification regarding the shared file. But the file still be shared.
Okay.
It will appear under the drive here in the shared with me option, not in my drive, under shared with me. So that file will appear in shared with me folder. So now this file is shared by, I have shared it with I think Charanjit ma'am, I'll just show you. It is shared with Ashtami ma'am, Charanjit ma'am, Mahima ma'am, Rashmi ma'am. So all these are editors. You can just open this file, you can start typing into it and you will see the changes. Oh, chalega. Okay.
Rakhi ma'am, what was that link for? The initial link that you had sent, you told us to join. What was it for?
Sonia ma'am, that's a Google Classroom link I have shared so that everybody can join in that classroom and you will get the resources related with Google certification level 1 exam. There's a link to the Google website and there is also a link to how to register for that certification. But the registration will take place only after 5 days once you have attended all the 5 sessions.
Okay. All right.
Okay, any doubts now? Google Drive, part of our training, today's training is over. So if you have any questions, you can now ask me. So we have covered Google Drive, creating files and folders, how to create within a folder, how to share a particular file. Okay, these are some MCQs. Sharing a file within a folder allows users to see all the content in the folder, which which is stored inside in that folder. So if you're sharing a folder with a group of people, will all the contents inside that folder be also shared? What do you think? Is it true or false?
Yes, if I'm sharing a particular folder, for suppose I'm sharing a folder for my Hindi planner, and I'm share. Yeah, the I think the content will be shown. Yes.
Yes. So that is correct. It is true. Once you share a folder,
Yeah.
all the files which are existing in that folder. So if a folder contains 5 files and you're sharing a folder, then all those 5 files are also shared along with your folder. So this is true. Please have a look at the second question now. Where are documents that you place in Google Drive stored? Where do you think are they stored? On your school network? On a flash drive, somewhere in the California Google head office, or in the cloud? Please
Ma'am,
raise
on the
your hand.
drive.
No, where is the Google Drive file stored, my mama? Out of these four options.
In the cloud.
It's in a school network, isn't it?
You think it is stored somewhere in our school network? If we have a, if we have our all Google accounts in the Google domain, right? तो मानव रचना डॉट जो mris.edu.in है उसका ड्राइव कहाँ पे है? वेयर इज द ड्राइव लोकेटेड? इनसाइड द नेटवर्क, स्कूल नेटवर्क?
What is a flash drive? On a flash drive means what?
Flash drive is a pen drive, or you can say
Pen
it's a
drive.
any kind of a flash drive. Flash drive is any external hard drive.
No, it's on a school network.
Okay, let me tell you the answer. The answer is in the cloud. Now, what is a cloud? Cloud is a generic term which is used, for internet. So there are a lot of servers, there are a lot of computers on the internet. So when we are creating a drive, when we are working on a drive, all the things that we are saving in a drive, they are going on the cloud. It is not going in our school network. School doesn't has that much storage. It is not going any external hard drive. It is not even going to Google's head office. No, it is going to the cloud, right? So cloud is basically a set of many servers which are existing throughout the world, right? So that is the answer of this question. Now let's move on to the next topic, which is Google Docs. I hope it is clear so far what we have learned. Any doubts so far?
No.
All right. So we'll move on to Google Docs. Sorry, any questions? This is this is a list of checklist, all the skills that we acquire after learning about Google Docs. How to create the document, share a document, collaborate using the Google Docs, provide feedback and comments, direct comments to specific users, add links to comments, access version history, review group contribution with comments, citation tools to avoid plagiarism, including footnotes. So these are the topics. Now, when we talk about Google Docs, let me just open. Okay, this time I'm going to open my. So, how do we access? I am going to go back to my email. So, this is my Gmail account, the work domain. I have to click on this waffle. The waffle is these 9 dots, set of 9 dots. It is called a Google waffle. It is called, sometimes it is called a burger. So you can call anything. So you have to click on this waffle and then you will get this docs option. This will open Google Docs. The other way is you can type docs.google.com. This URL, if you will type in your Omnibox, it will take you to the same docs, right? So once you have opened Google Docs, you will see that it gives you ways to start a new document. One is blank. So if you want to create a blank file, a blank document, click on blank. Otherwise, it will show you a lot of templates. You can also explore other templates from the template gallery by clicking on these 3 dots, right? So you can click on these. These hide, it will hide the template gallery, or you can simply go back. So this is a list view. Sorry, I'll just go back. So this was the file which we have just created. Yes, I can see Rashmi ma'am has typed it. So this is a doc which we have created just now. Now you can rename a file by clicking on this name here. You can give it any name. So I am giving it a name, Google Demo. I have already showed this part. So this will rename the file. The name of the Google Doc is Google Demo. You will see a lot of formatting options are same as Microsoft Word file. So it has a toolbar which has all the formatting options. For example, for example, you have the font formatting, all the different font types are there. Then this is font size, bold, italic, underline, font, text color. Then there are some options which I will show you. This is how to insert a link, how to add a comment, and how to insert image. So these 3 options. Then the rest are similar, which you are already aware of. I don't think I need to explain this. Left align, center align, right align, and justified align. This is for alignment. This is how to create a checklist. You can also create a checklist. So if I select all these 3 and I put a checklist, it will put a check mark next to the options or the selected paragraphs. All the selected paragraphs will get a check mark. You can also create a bulleted list. Simply select the bulleted list option and you can select the kind of a bullet you want. This is to move the text to left or right. So you can simply decrease indent or increase indent. Then you have to, if you want to clear the formatting on, you can simply click on clear format, and whatever formatting you have applied, it will be cleared. I'll just show you. If I'm making it bold, I'm going to increase the font size. I'm going to change the text color to maybe green. All these formattings I have applied. Now I want to clear all the formattings one go. I can simply click on this and it will clear the formatting, right? So these are the formatting, the formatting toolbar options. Then I told you we can also insert a comment. So how can we insert a comment? For example, I have this file which is already shared amongst a set of people. The collaborators also have access to file. But I want to put a comment on a particular paragraph. So I said, let's type our names. I click on insert or add a comment, and here I can ask a particular person. For example, I'm writing, maybe Rashmi ma'am is already working on it, so I'm writing Rashmi ma'am. So I am writing her name, and then I'm saying, please add further information. Whatever we are working on, it's a collaborative document, and assign it to Rashmi ma'am. Now what will happen? Rashmi ma'am, I can see Rashmi ma'am is already online. She has this pink cursor. My cursor is green and her cursor is pink. So now Rashmi ma'am can type something and she can check, Rashmi ma'am, you there? And she can see that the comment is, I have written Rashmi ma'am, please add further information. She has to, if you want to revert, Rashmi ma'am, you can click on this and you can edit this comment, or you can reply on this comment. So she has just replied to me. She has written yes. So this is how you can work in a collaborative manner in a document. So if this is a Google document which has been already shared amongst a set of people, it will you can simply chat in between that document also. Is this part clear? If anybody else wants to try, I can share it with you.
Rakhi ma'am, that means we cannot work alone on Google document. Do you mean to say that? If I want to type something, I need somebody on the other side also? No.
No, ma'am, you can. Google Docs is simply a document file. You
Just like a Word file, right?
just like a Word file. You
Okay.
can, yeah, you can standalone work on it, but it also has an added functionality of working alongside somebody else
In a group.
in a group.
Okay.
So here, as I showed you, you can simultaneously, you can also see, I have written here, maybe I am asking, some other information from you. So I am writing here, please share some new ideas for lesson planning. So I have written this text, right? And I want this to be intended to you only, maybe. You know? So I can select that text and then I can add a comment, and here I can write your name, right? What's your name, ma'am?
Sonia Nair.
So I can write your name, Sonia Nair, and then I can ask a message also.
All right.
Ma'am, please add. So now assign it to Sonia and assign. That means now you can work on it. Okay, I have not given you permission earlier. So I have to first share it with you. This
Okay.
file needs to be shared with you. Only then you can work on it. Otherwise, you will not have the permission. It is under my drive. So
Right.
I
Got it.
got it. So now it is shared with you, and now I can put a comment here, and you can look at that comment. You can reply to that comment. You can delete that comment. आपने अपना काम कर लिया, आप उसको
Yeah.
delete भी कर सकते हो. आपने अपना comment जो भी मैंने आपसे मांगा था, आपने वो type कर दिया. You can delete that comment. So this thread is deleted. Once it is not required, you can simply delete it.
All
Right?
right.
So this is how it works. So it's a great tool when you have to collaborate amongst a set of people and you are working on a single file. एंड ऐसा नहीं है कि आप एक जना इस पे काम नहीं कर सकता, वो तो कर ही सकता है. दैट इज देयर, दैट इज ऑलवेज देयर. So this comment is important, which I have showed you. Okay, then inserting a link. You can also insert a particular URL, right? So I'll show you if I want. Maybe uh, I'm looking for some information, maybe about dolphins. So I found a good link. Now I want this link to be inserted in my Google demo doc. So how can I insert that URL, that link here? I'll just do it again. So this is my cursor. This pink one is Rashmi ma'am's cursor. So if I want to insert a link, I have to click on insert link. I can put some so this is information about dolphins. So I'm going to write dolphins and I put a link, that link that I have, Wikipedia link, which I have just copied. And then you can see that it will show me a text, and the text is dolphins. It is a link, it's a hyperlink. Once I click on it, or anybody else clicks on it, it will take us to that Wikipedia page. So this is how you can insert a link in your document, or you can create a hyperlink. Fine. I hope this part is clear. So under your Google's certification level 1, the questions might come for inserting a link, how to add a comment, how to work in collaboration with other people. So these are options. How to insert image, you are already familiar with, but how can you insert an image? You can upload an image from your computer. You can search the web directly from Google Docs. So I'll just show you. I want to insert an image. It will show search for images here on the right hand side. It will open Google Images. Just a second. So then I can look for maybe dolphins again. So I'm looking for dolphin image. It will show you a lot of images. Maybe I want this one. So I can simply select and insert. So that image will directly appear from the web, from the internet, right? The other way you can insert an image is upload from your computer. I said you can also upload an image from your drive. So if you have an image in your drive, you can get it from there. You can insert from your Google Photos. You can also put a URL and link here, and it will come. If you have a camera connected, you can also take a picture. So right now my camera is on. I can directly click on camera. It will ask me whether I want to allow my camera, and I can click an image of myself. As you can see, I just clicked and I inserted it. Fine. So this is a camera image. I have just clicked my image and I have inserted it in my.
And Rakhi ma'am, everything gets saved automatically here?
Yes. Very much, ma'am. So whatever we have typed so far in this Google demo file, it is saved automatically. We don't have to click on save anywhere. Fine. Let's go back to the presentation. Just want to check whether we have covered all the topics. Yeah, so share with anyone, edit real time. Okay, then sharing a doc we have covered, sharing rights we have covered. Right, okay, copy link I'll just show you, and then editing option. This is all very basic. I think you are familiar with formatting of the text by giving a particular format. I will just cover that also. Searching and organizing Google Docs, and then we have MCQs. Okay. So one thing which is left is how to change the type of a style. You know, we know all font types, but what is a font style basically? Font styles are a set of formatting features which are inbuilt into the application. It is also there in MS Word, in Microsoft Word. So if I have this document and I want to create this text as a heading style instead of a normal text, I can simply click on this styles, and then under title I can apply the title style to it. Same way, if I want maybe this one, see ma'am has somebody else has added this, very nice. So if you can click on this, and then you can apply a different, maybe a subtitle. So this is a subtitle. So these styles are basically a set of formattings which are pre-created for you, a set of font styles, font size, all these options are inbuilt, and you can simply apply them in your document. So this is all styles. Then undo redo is there, printing option is there, spelling and grammar check, print format, the rest remains the same. I think all these things you are familiar with. I don't need to go into the details of it. I only wanted to tell you the stuff that is probably have never been used. Sharing, as I said, sharing is important. In Google certification level 1, there always is a question regarding sharing. So what all options do you see when you are sharing a document? So if I'm sharing it with maybe Mansi Gupta, then it will show me these options: viewer, commenter, editor. These question comes. Then you can also send a message along with your sharing. So when the email goes, you can put a message there. There are some more settings are there, whether under permissions, editor can change permissions and share, viewers can comment and see. You put a check mark according to your need, and then you can share. So this one I'm just going to cancel. Okay, copy link. One more thing I wanted to tell you. If you do not know the email address of a group of people or email address of the person to whom you are sharing, then how will you share a file, a Google file? Then you can simply copy link. So the link is copied, and then you can go to the meeting or wherever, and you can simply paste it. So I have shared this file with all of you in the chat box. You can simply click on it and you can start working on it. Yes, copy and share through any mode, Rashmina, you are right. All right, so this is all about Google Docs. The third and last part of today's session would be Google Classroom. Any doubts so far?
Raki ma'am, the sharing option that you just told us about the word doc, Google Doc, the same options of sharing comes in Drive also. I've never worked
Yes,
Drive पे sharing जब करते हैं, then also we'll get 3 options as viewer, editor, and
yes.
the third same, huh?
Same. Then you are sharing through the drive also. You can share. You can share from within a particular file also. I will show you from. I think my screen is already shared. So if you can directly share from here also. So if I want to share this review of Python file, I can select, and then okay, this one. You get this right click and then share option. So click on share, and you will get the same kind of a window. You
Okay,
will type the name, and then it will give you editor and all those options.
all right. ठीक
Just give me a minute. Let me just.
है, thank you.
Okay, the last part of today's session will be Google Classroom. Has anybody worked with Google Classroom earlier? Okay, no problem. So Google Classroom is a very good tool when we are, see, we have worked with Microsoft Teams in our school, but Google Classroom is also giving us an opportunity to create the, or to have the classroom organized in a proper way. It gives us a lot of options of giving assignments, to be able to assign a particular work to the student, to be able to talk to the students, just giving them some work or talk, or a lot of things are there in Google Classroom. So under Classroom, these are the checklists. Okay, teachers, one request that I have is these sessions, these workshops, which are organized by Google, are very time bound. right? So if a session has to start at 4:30 and it goes till 6 o'clock, sometimes it will end it before that also. It might end from 4:30 to 5:30, but they are very time bound. So if a session has to take place at a particular time, it will take place in that time only. So it is advisable for you to benefit maximum is you have to join on time, right? Otherwise, there is no point joining anytime. Okay, now let's continue. So these are the skill checklist for Google Classroom. How can you set up your classroom? How to add students to your classroom roster, invite students to the classroom, create classroom roster and all that. So let me just tell you how to create a classroom. It is a free web service tool developed by Google for schools that aim to simplify creating, distributing, and grading assignments. The primary purpose of a classroom is to streamline the process of sharing files between teachers and students. Let's come to the hands on. How can you create a classroom? Again, we'll go to the waffle. So I'm going to just close this. I'm going to go back to my Gmail. So here you have to click on the waffle. You have to scroll down and find classroom. So it is here. So I'm going to click on Google Classroom. The other way to open Classroom is classroom.google.com. So if you will type it in your Omnibox, it will open the Classroom. Uh, Under Google Classroom, to create, you will have a blank portion. You will have to create a classroom. Am I audible, teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I
Yes.
just need to ask something.
Yes,
Like,
ma'am.
as you said that these options are coming in Waffle, so like if I have downloaded this Google Classroom, then only I think it will be shown.
Google Classroom is available by default. Even in your personal Gmail account, if you have logged in your personal Gmail account, you will see Google Classroom. If it is not coming, then see, I will show you my another profile. This is my Mahatattva profile. I will show you. It is appearing in my Mahatattva profile also. Or this is my work, this is my personal one. It will show me under my personal account also here. You will have to click on more from Google if it is not appearing at all. So if you click on more from Google, it will take you to the about Google products and you will find the product here somewhere. Fine. You
Okay,
don't
ma'am.
have to download
Thank
it.
you.
You have to just browse all the products. It is there. Google has all the products there in the workspace. You simply have to pull it out. You don't
Okay,
have to
ma'am.
download
Thank you.
it.
Thank you so much.
All right. So let's go back to that classroom. Yeah. So this is my account, the work account. So if you want to create a new classroom, how will you click? You have to click on this plus option, this plus sign. Click on plus. It will ask you. It will give you two options: to join a class or to create a new class. If you want to join a class created by somebody else, for example, if I am a teacher and you are a student and you want to join my class, then you will click on the first option. Then you have to have a code for joining. You need a joining code for that. Or if you are a teacher and you want to create a new classroom, you have to click on create classroom, right? So I clicked on create classroom. You can give a name to your class, maybe grade 10 ICT, that's my class, and I want to give my section name, which is Archimedes. So it gives me these options, excuse me, class name, section, subject, and room. So subject is ICT, room could be if you want to give a room to it. And then if you do not have a room or if you do not have a subject, you can also, these are all optional, but the class name is required. As you can see, it is required. The rest is all optional. Click on create. So it is creating that classroom. So this classroom is created grade 10 ICT, right? It will give you some meet features and classroom and all that. You can close it. As you can see, once a classroom is created, on top, you have four options. You have a stream, classwork, people, and grades. Fine. Now, what is the meaning of these four tabs that appear on top of your classroom? The stream is to interact with your students. So what you can do is you can, if you want to put an assignment or you want to put an announcement, basically, for example, I want to tell all my students of class 10 that complete exercise one page 10 or 12, whatever. So this is an announcement which I want to give. So I simply can type, I can select all students, whether all my students should be able to see it, or I can select a few students only. The names will appear here. Right now, this classroom doesn't contain any students. So it will, by default, it will show me all students and I can post it, right? If I want some something to go along with this content, with this text, so I can also upload from Google Drive. I can upload a Google file from the Google Drive. I can upload a file from my computer. I can add a link. For example, let's do this Wikipedia wala link only. I'm going to copy paste here and I go back to my classroom. I can add a link also. I want the students to explore this Wikipedia link about dolphins. I can add it. I can also put a YouTube video. So I can click on this YouTube link. I can put for, maybe I'm talking about dolphins only. So I like this one, maybe Incredible Dolphin. So it will directly allow me to put a YouTube also. I can add a video also. So this will go in my stream announcement and I can post it. Now this will appear under, this will showcase in for all the students. This will come under stream, right? All the students will be able to read this Wikipedia link or whatever this particular article. They can watch this video and then they can come for the class. So stream is for the announcement. Now what do we want? How do I want as a teacher the students to access it? For that there is a setting. So you click on settings. This is about the class settings. Just a second. No, it's under here only. Just a second. This is my classroom settings. So once I have created a classroom, this all these settings are there. How do I want my students to work on the stream? Yes. So this one. So if I want my students only to comment on the post, I should be able to post and they can only comment on it. So then I have to select students can only comment. If I want to allow the students to post also, I can put this option, students can post and comments. Or I can only allow the teachers to post or comment. Students will only be able to see the post. So then I have to select this third option. But I want my students to put a comment here and save this setting. So what will happen? Students will see this post and they will be able to put a comment like yes ma'am or done ma'am or whatever. So they can comment, but they cannot put a post, right? They will be not be able to put a post under stream. So this is about streams. The second option or the second tab
Raki
under,
ma'am, so sorry.
yes.
Raki ma'am, please tell me how to add the students. Suppose if you want to add all those who are attending the meeting, so please add us as a student so that we can know. Like,
Yes, Rashmi ma'am. So I am going to back to my classroom. Just a second. Too many windows are open, I guess. So this is grade 10 ICT. I will rename it actually. Let me just make it Google. And I want to put a link to all of you because otherwise I will have to individually add you. So I have to click on this join link. Classroom meet link is there. No, I don't want the meet link. Just a second. Join link I want. So I have to click on these three dots, copy the link, and then I'll go back to that meeting, which is here, and I want to put it in the chat box. Now please join this classroom. This is under the MRIS domain. This particular classroom is under MRIS domain, so you will be able to join with your MRIS ID as well. Let me check how many of you have joined it. So far, nobody has joined.
you need to allow us because it is asking that the presenter has to allow.
Let me see, ma'am. Just a second.
Ma'am, then do we have to leave this meeting because it is also asking that we have to leave the meeting? to join the
Ma'am,
another meeting.
no, this is not a meet
Raki ma'am,
meeting.
actually you have shared the link for joining the meeting. It's not that adding the student. It's something different.
Okay, just a second. Ma'am, do not click on that link. Just a minute. Class code. Yes, I have. Yes, sorry. Now, listen to me. Actually, I did a mistake. This is a Meet link. I did not, yeah, I have invited you for a Meet, Google Meet instead of a classroom. So I have to click here, copy the uh, class invite link. This link I have to paste. By mistake, I have posted the Meet link. Please ignore the previous link. There is a classroom link which I have just pasted. Please click on that. Yes. So I can see 3 students have joined.
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Now, I have already put a post here. So I think everybody can see it under streams and you can put a comment also. Just type anything as a comment and I will show you. Sorry. I can also invite more students from here. So I can type an email also. So if I have the email available, I can type it from here also. So I'm inviting a student maybe from here. Instead of copying this link, I can invite out like this also. Now Sonia ma'am will get an invite through the email. Couldn't invite this student. Why? I don't know why, but it is not allowing me to invite you. One. Okay, so I have 7 comments as you can see. Swati ma'am has commented, Swati Chauhan ma'am, Rashmi ma'am, Neha. So everybody has commented here. Now you have an option. You must be getting an option only to comment for this post. You cannot put your own post. You can try it out, but you will not be able to post under the stream tab of this classroom because I have taken away the setting. I have changed that setting. So that setting comes under settings. Here under streams, I have made students to only comment. They can only comment. They cannot put a post. So this setting is very important. Okay. The second thing that we have to learn is classwork. How can you put a classwork? So you have to go to the classwork tab, click on create. Once you click on the plus button of create, it will give you a lot of options. You want to give an assignment, a quiz assignment, some set of questions, material, reuse post or topic. Reuse post means you have already given a post in some other classroom. You can reuse it here also. So let's create an assignment. So whatever the title of your assignment would be, it will go here. Maybe create a presentation on global warming. I'm just hypothetically writing something. So that is your title of your assignment. If you want to give it to all the students of grade 10 ICT classroom, or if you want to just give it to a set of students, so these are the students now, as you can see. So I can, if I just want to give it to maybe Charanjit ma'am, Neha ma'am, Rashmi ma'am, Sonia ma'am, I don't want to give it to these two. So I can select the set of students also from here. And if there are some points to this assignment, you can specify or you can make it ungraded. Ungraded means it is will not carry any points. There will be no marks weightage attached to this particular assignment. You can set a due date. Maybe it's May 6th today, to May 10th is the due date. And you can create a topic also, like it is PowerPoint is the topic and whatever. There are some rubrics, so you can also put a Google sheet as a rubric if you have some rubrics for that, if you want students to know how they will be assessed. You can also check for originality in Google. This is a very new thing. You will not be able to see it Microsoft domain. You can check for plagiarism from the students. Plagiarism is originality, whether the students have created their assignment on their own or they have just copied the content from some other source. So you can check that. Okay, this is a little advanced for your knowledge, and then you can simply assign. So you can uh, obviously check for all the things. You can put some instructions here. You can also add a file from Google Drive. You can upload a file. You can put a link, YouTube video, and you can attach new items also. All these things I have already explained. So all these things can also be added in your assignment, and then you can assign it. So this will now, I have assigned it. Please check under your classwork. Those who have already added in this class room, they can check under classwork. You will see this PPT as the topic, and this is your assignment.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, how to check the originality of the content?
It does automatically. So I'll show you. The originality of the content, you simply have to put a check mark on the plagiarism checkbox. It will automatically check for, and it will show you from where, what are the sources of that particular PPT. If the student has created a PPT, you will be able to check that whether the student has copied the content from somewhere else, right? Then the third, yes, ma'am. Yes, please, if you have any questions.
No, it's fine, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, the next is the third tab in your classroom is people. The people tab shows you a set of teachers and students. Teachers, you can also have more than one teacher in a particular classroom. So right now it is showing Rakhi MRIS Noida. That is because I have created this classroom. But if I want another teacher in my classroom, maybe if I want Kavita Mehra or some other teacher in my classroom, I can simply click their name and then I can invite them, but then that person will join as a teacher, right? So they will have a teacher rights or teacher privileges. This, the rest will join as students. Fine. So the people tab shows you all the basically the persons which are there in the classroom. The last tab shows you the grades. So how this works is basically, if you have assigned, if you have given an assignment, see, we have given an assignment just now, create a presentation, and now I have not assigned it to Ashtami ma'am, I have assigned it to these three, but not assigned to, it will show me whether what, to how many people a particular assignment is given, and I can also return it or view a submission. So for example, if Charanjit ma'am works on this assignment and she submits it, then I will be able to view her submission from here, although there is nothing here right now. So it will show nothing. अभी कोई फाइल ही नहीं है यहाँ पे, नहीं तो अगर यहाँ फाइल होगी तो it will show me that PPT or a file which she have turned in, right? And I will be able to return it, or I can also view what she has done. If there is some points, if I don't remember whether I assigned some points to it or not, I can also give some points at this place, right? So this is how the grading works in Google Classroom. We can also grade an assignment. So this is a regular assignment, a simple assignment. You can also create quizzes, just like Microsoft Forms. There are Google Forms also with quizzes, so we can also create a quiz, right? Okay, let me just go back, ma'am, and I am going to again check whether I have completed all the subtopics. Add assignment, plan ahead, create topics. Auto grading is also available here in the Google quiz. Once we Google form is also a topic which we will be covering in the coming days. So under that, I will show you auto grading. Okay, now let's read this question and answer it. Mr. Simon is thinking about how to increase productivity in his classroom during virtual lessons. His students are starting to think about their future careers and which digital classroom skills they need to develop. In a digital classroom, select all that you can do. Remote collaboration and teamwork with multiple people for the best result. Storing documents in the cloud for easy retrieval and editing. Finding the best online resources, information, and method to solve a problem. communicating to a wide audience by publishing work online. All of the above. So, what according to you is the correct answer?
All of the above. We can communicate, we can publish, we can find online resources also,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and we can remotely work as a team.
Yes. So all of the above is the correct answer because a digital classroom basically builds on our digital thinking. It develops that particular mindset in students as well as teachers. So the more is better when we are talking about digital classrooms. So all of the above. Next question. I think this is the same one. No? Okay, this is the one with the answer. Now we are done with the day one part of our training, ma'am. I hope you all have enjoyed the session
Yes.
and
Yes, ma'am.
there is some learning taking place. So
Thank
please
you so much, ma'am.
Thank
join.
you so much,
uh,
ma'am, for the
Please
information.
join on time for the next session. Tomorrow the session will again start at 4:30. I would request, this is simply a request, please join on time and the mock test will appear tomorrow after the session. Fine.
Raki ma'am, the recording that is being done, can we make use of it once again, or is it just for your personal